Hockey is an international game, and the ECHL is embracing that. We talk with two players who made league history. It's been almost 4 years since a player was this helpful in an ECHL game. And we'll hear from a man who's a new coach for the second straight season. With the new year comes our own brand of fireworks on this episode of ECHL Week.
Hi and Happy New Year! Welcome to ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Norfolk Admirals. Now that the calendar's turned to 2020, still a lot going on in the ECHL. Let's check out the big story this week. The ECHL is helping to show that the international nature of ice hockey is continuing to grow. In an ECHL first, a pair of players from Japan were on opposing teams in November when Utah visited Wheeling. Yuri Tereo scored the game-winning goal in the Grizzlies' 2-1 win. Yushi Hirano is in his second season playing for the Nailers. Both players were happy about their place in history after the game.
I score happy, but I think thank you for teammate because guys work for me.
That was awesome, that was awesome for me too, but he scored, so I wanted to score, but yeah, that was a good game too.
The friends hope their experience will be encouraging to other players in Japan.
I never give up, so step by step, I want to grow up English and hockey, and I want everything challenge,
We want to prove Japanese player can play in the North American. We want to show them a lot of kids try to come here, then play, then success.
Hi, I'm Charles Williams of the Indy Fuel, and you're watching ECHL Week.
A legendary figure who spent much of his life as an Edmonton Oiler will be the keynote speaker for the ECHL's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Kevin Lowe, who's held positions with the Oilers organization from player to front office, will speak at the ECHL's annual Hall of Fame event. Lowe was Edmonton's first ever NHL draft pick in 1979. In 19 major league seasons, including 15 with the Oilers, Lowe played in 1,254 regular season games and 214 playoff games. He won 6 Stanley Cup championships, 5 of which came with Edmonton, 1 came with the New York Rangers. The ECHL Hall of Fame event is scheduled to take place on January 21st in Wichita prior to the league's All-Star Classic. Jared Bednar, Denny Bousquet, Derek Clancy, and Glenn Metropolitan comprise the 13th class of the ECHL's Hall.
Several impressive offensive achievements, and we've got highlights next on ECHL Week.
Geico makes it easy to get help when you need it. With licensed agents available 24/7. It's not just easy. It's having a walrus in goal easy.
It's a walrus! Ridiculous!
Yes! Nice save, big guy! Good job, Duncan! Way to go!
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Oh, Duncan, stay up. No sleepies.
This is ECHL Week.
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 And the #1 source for ECHL news, ECHL Week.
Hi, I'm Tim McGauley of the Utah Grizzlies, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Let's take a look at news from all around the ECHL. Tim McGauley of the Utah Grizzlies recently had the kind of night most players can only dream about. In an 8-2 win at Wichita, the 24-year-old forward became just the 18th player in ECHL history to earn at least 6 assists in a game. He also added a goal in that contest. It was the first time since March of 2016 that one player had recorded half a dozen helpers in one game. 3 nights later, Magali followed that performance with another notable one. He racked up 4 more points in a victory at Kansas City. Under contract to Colorado of the AHL, Magali has also seen time in the ECHL with South Carolina. Not surprisingly, Magali, who's among the league leaders in plus-minus, was named the ECHL's Player of the Week. The Grizzlies had another big game this past week. Tied at 1 in the third period against Tulsa, Utah struck for 3 goals in a span of 51 seconds. Tim Magali on the power play, Josh Anderson with his first of the season, and Peter Tischke all found the back of the net behind Oiler goaltender Devin Williams, and the Grizzlies went on to a 4-1 win, their 5th straight victory, which pushed them into 3rd place in the Mountain Division. Shane Birchback of the Toledo Walleye is playing in his 6th full pro season. Until last week, he'd never scored 3 times in a game. But in his last 2 outings, the 349th and 350th of his ECHL career, he notched hat tricks in both. Against Cincinnati, the 2-time winner of the league's postseason sportsmanship award, scored 3 times in the first 2 periods of a 6-3 win over the Cyclones. Then, on New Year's Eve in Fort Wayne, he found the net 3 more times, including once on the power play, in Toledo's 8-4 victory. With 33 points in 27 games this season, Birchback is tied for 12th in league scoring, and he's 10th in assists.
A dramatic late-game comeback in a Central Division battle is straight ahead on ECHL Week.
The ECHL season is here, and ECHL TV is your ticket to all the action. With streaming to your PC, phone, tablet, Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on PC with Quad View. Watch live or on demand with both home and away commentary. Single game and season passes are available. Visit ECHL.tv to subscribe.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Liam Pecoraro of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and you can tweet me at Liam Pecoraro96.
A very interesting Western Conference battle for you in this week's highlight game of the week.
And Indy with transition the other way. Bobby McIntyre across the line. Just to get it to Krushelnyski. Now Thompson. Over to McArdle. His shot is blocked, but comes right to McLaughlin. He shoots and scores! Dylan McLaughlin from the left point, playing behind McArdle. The shot came to him, and he ripped one through traffic.
Forcing some turnovers, and a good chance as well.
Wheeling wins the draw and scores. Duquette through all kinds of traffic from the left point. Just fired a wrist shot on goal, and it found its way past Williams. A power play goal for the Nailers, and we are tied at 1. Doherty lobs it back to the Wheeling line. Quick re-entry for the Nailers. Christopher Brown takes it to the middle. In all alone on Williams, who comes out and makes a blocker save. The Fuel will get on the loose puck. End to end we go. Bobby McIntyre across the Wheeling line. Up the right side, Watson skates it, shoots, scores! Spencer Watson rips one from the right wing circle on a feed from Bobby McIntyre, and the Fuel lead it 2-1. Tim Shoup up the left side to Doherty for Indy. Tries to chip it into the zone, going goalward. Larmy dove out for it. The puck hopped over him and went wide. Hawkins chips it forward in the air. Wisniewski gloves it down. Chipped off the boards to Hawkins with 6 seconds. Hawkins skates into the top of the right circle, shoots and scores with 2 seconds to go. It's played ahead to Matthew Thompson. He's going to step on the D. It's a 2-on nobody. Thompson to McLaughlin. Shoots. Larmy with an incredible save. Over to Siebenauer. Gains the Fuel line. 2-on-1. Christopher Brown scores. One-timer from Christopher Brown, and Wheeling has stolen a couple of points out of the Indiana Farmers Coliseum this weekend, scoring with 2 seconds left in regulation, and then Christopher Brown at 1:57 of overtime, and the Nailers win at 3-2.
Hi, I'm Ted Hart of the Maine Mariners, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Time to continue with our occasional feature, meeting new coaches from around the league. In part 2 for this season today, we hear from the first-year coach of the Indy Fuel, Doug Christensen. Christensen was the bench boss for Manchester last season, but after the Monarchs went out of business, he took the job with Indy. He feels fortunate about the switch.
Obviously, what happened in Manchester was extremely disappointing, but I'm very fortunate. I landed on my feet. Indy's fantastic. We've got great ownership. We've got a fan base that is excited and passionate. Coming into this division, it obviously has a lot of really historic franchises that have done really well, and that's fun. And where we were last year was a fun place. The camaraderie of the coaching staff, when we had our league meetings this year, and I'm sitting with Riley Armstrong and Alex Lowe, and we're just talking about the grind of last year and how after the game you check your phone to see how everyone else did, and it made you want to throw up. But that's why we're in this. That's why we do what we do, because we love it. So coming into that, let's embrace that again. Let's embrace the madness. Let's embrace it and enjoy it. So for me now, it's just a matter of hopefully putting a team on the ice that can build some momentum and be a team that at the end of the season we're really proud of what we accomplish.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Norfolk, Virginia. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on all our social media channels. We got a lot of them. They'll help keep you up to date all the time on what's going on throughout the ECHL. See you next time.